In that direction, this is Colombian Avenue. In that direction is right there. It's the whole Atanasio Girardot Stadium Sports Complex for your convenience. This is Calle Colombia, 50th Street. And right here, we're going towards El Diamante Shopping Center. Namaste, namaskar everybody. And the beautiful mountains of Medellín, Colombia. So welcome back to the channel. Still doing this with my phone because I haven't gotten my GoPro back just yet. It's getting repaired, but they said they can repair it, and it's going to cost me like $100. So in the meantime, still using the old phone to make these videos. So this is Los Colores neighborhood in that area. Right now I'm still on Colombian Avenue. And if you want to live here, for you people who are expats, 50 years old and above, or maybe in your mid-40s and above, and you're decent people, you're a decent person, mature, responsible, and you want to leave a good impression. If you want to live here for just 6 months, or if you want to live here long haul, I'm the person if you need my services, and I'll be showing you all these places where you can live. Security here, safety is very good. Here, this is the 4th Military Brigade. It's a base at the same time, of course. So the army that's a police station, but the army is right there. I think, no, that's all military. So let me show you these apartment building complexes here. It's a very good neighborhood, close to everything, close to the metro station. If you want to walk it from here, it takes about 15 minutes. It's very safe in general. So as you can see, these are all gated communities, meaning with these walls and meshed in with gates and fences like this. And then you got the entrance to the community, to the residential complex here, apartment buildings or tower blocks, whatever you want to call them. And you don't get in there if the security guard doesn't let you in, because they gave you clearance from the apartment person you're going to be visiting. And then this is the exit part, so very good security. And those security guards are always armed. And that's the 7th Division of the 4th Military Brigade right there, but I don't want to show that. Nice little sign says, what my dog does out of necessity, I do it because of education in terms of picking up the poop. Hey, doggy. And you have this whole area, people are walking their dogs. It's very safe. There's another gated community right there with the thing. There are a lot of tower block buildings around here, so if you want to buy a property, you can always look, see if they have a sign on the window selling it, or on the balcony. Or you can always ask through the real estate agencies around here. This one is called Estadio something. And some of these apartment gated residential complexes that are gated have swimming pools and gyms. This is called Estadio de la Plaza. And they got small balconies. These are small apartments, usually about 75 square meters, 80. That one right there is for rent. Can't really zoom in, whatever. The name of the company that's renting out that 5th floor apartment is Santa Fe Arrendamientos. And the code, if you want to look for it on their website, is AG1823. This is right next door to the entrance to the Diamante. They got a Dollar City right there. Papa John's, they got a lot of shops in there, a couple of little restaurants. They got a supermarket called La Vaquita over there, it's a chain. The other little girl was just screaming out the thing, whatever. So we got that other tower blocks here. We got the Politecnico, a university, small university there. So remember, we are in Los Colores neighborhood, and it's a very nice place, but rent is not cheap. Another one up there with the orange sign. I don't know if they're renting or selling. I can't see it from here. And this is another supermarket where people come and eat while they're shopping. It's called Mercados OR. You got in this OR so people can just chill there, eat something, and then do their grocery shopping. And I remember they do have ATM machines in there somewhere, Bancolombia or whatever. So yeah, we're gonna go to see that gated community over there. There's an apartment for sale up there. Let me see if I can get the phone number. You always have to be very careful when you're crossing the street here, and look at the pedestrian sign thing here, the little thing to go green. But then you got to make sure you look around, because some motorcycles and cars run the red light big time. Green it is. They got another little shopping plaza here with a Surtimax, another little supermarket chain, the smaller pet shop, and some restaurants here. So the phone number up there is 305-255-3458, or another one is 299-3036. I guess they're not using any intermediaries, middlemen. Some of those older ones, that one is like from 1980 something. I remember my cousin was born, well, he wasn't born there, but his mom, my aunt, was pregnant, and that's Plaza Versalles. That's just old. They don't have elevators. It's only like 4 or 5 stories. So let's keep going. And this is the inside of one of these gated communities. Nice little green areas. A place where children can play, or here where the man is reading, sitting there in the shade. So those being very old, if they're for sale, they're small. They're like about 65 square meters, 70 square meters. We go by meters here. I don't know by feet. I think about feet is about 700 square feet, somewhere around that ballpark figure. And they'll give cheaper because they're really old, and you might have to do a little more investing. The 4th Brigade is right over there. And let's go this way and show you this community here of apartment buildings. And you can always get fresh produce if you don't want to go to the shop, to the supermarket, and you just want to get out and buy some handy ones. Look at that guy right there, little street cart. Like, this is the inside of the other community here. So it says don't step on the vegetation, and you can just walk around inside if you want to go outside. And they got some little benches like the other one. This is a separate one, and very well kept grounds. There's another one for sale right there. It's like the 4th floor, 5th floor, I don't know, 6th floor. 320-634-9174. And these are the entrances to this one. Is called Paraíso de Colores. That's this residential complex in terms of the apartment residential complex. That one across the street is called Fuente de Colores, where that apartment is up there for sale. This one is called Parque de Colores. They have several gated communities here, and these are all have been built up in the last 10 years. I used to live in this area, so I lived here for like 3 years or 4 years total, so I know it very well, and it's very nice. Nothing ever happened to me, and I used to come walking with my doggies. Those doggies are now gone. They have all departed this world. And I used to come to this park right here, and on Saturdays or Sundays they have a farmer's market that they put up tents over here, and you got all these trash bins and everything to throw in the doggy poop in there with a doggy bag when you get your little dog stuff. And it's nice little breeze if you want to get shelter from the sun, because it's sunny right now. It's about 12:30, and well, I haven't been here in a couple of years. Nice. And I used to walk with my doggies here. I would sit on the bench and I would let them off the leash because they were obedient. They're gone now. Perla passed away this past December 2024. So these are all these apartment buildings that are in gated communities. All of them. Parking, your own parking in the basement. Or they got like parking garages, like the 3 levels. And then in some of them, and then the apartments start going up after that. And if you want a church, there's a church going up the street that we were on before, the main avenue, going up like 4 blocks past the 4th Brigade, the military, the 7th Division of the Army, if you want to go to church on Sundays. So once again, I'm telling you, it is very safe around here in general, but nobody's exempt from never getting robbed. I'm going to tell you a story. When I was about 13 years old, my brother was 11, with a group of friends of ours in Queens. When we were living in Queens, we had just been there for like 2 years. I was wearing a gold chain and a gold bracelet, and we cut school with our friends, and we went to Manhattan and to Times Square. But in those days, Times Square was dangerous. If you lived in New York in the 80s, 1986, in that area, 1985, 86, you know that Times Square was a dangerous place. It's not like today that's all safe and all cool. And I remember this person, not to talk about any race or color, skin color and whatever, came up to my brother and I, and started, and our friends were somewhere else because we would like to go there for the arcades. They had the arcade places where we could play video games. They had those in those days. And, being stupid, I gave papaya. Joe di papaya. And because I was just, flashing it, it was like having this thing on, and I was out, but not this big. It's a smaller gold chain, not thick. My gold bracelet, the thieves that were there waiting for their victims, I just shade, I'm here, come and rob me, and they did. And I remember the guy said, give me your stuff right now, and I was like, okay, sir, and I was nervous as crap. I was a skinny kid, I was still a chicken because I was a victim of bullying until I was 14 years old. But at that time when I got robbed, I was still a victim. I wasn't fighting back, and I shouldn't have tried to fight like those guys if the thought had crossed my mind at that time. And then my little brother came and said, "Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing?" I said, "Dennis, relax, chill." And he was always like, "No, no." And I didn't want him to get hurt. And the guy was like, he showed me like a knife, and he said he had a gun as well, and that he had his buddy there that was just a few feet away. And I looked, and I saw the buddy looking at me too, like nodding his head, like, "Yeah, man, you better give it up." The church is up that way. It's about 5 blocks past the military brigade. The brigade is on the left, and the church is on the right. I don't remember the name of it right now. So I had to give it up. So no de papaya, don't give papaya, don't go. You can be here like all these people and walking with your dog or walking alone. But if you look at these people, nobody is flashing anything, no gold in terms of gold jewelry and stuff like that, because they know better. The locals know better, so don't make that mistake like I did when I was almost 14 years old. I was 13. Beautiful doggy, and the girl's gonna go right in her scooter in a minute. As you can see, plenty of public transportation. That green one is the one that takes you to the metro. If you go towards the metro, that's coming from the metro. The lottery lady. They got a pet shop here. They got a stationery shop right there. And they got a place where you can buy buñuelos. The buñuelo place right there. A dentist, office, optics, a beauty salon, nails. A place where you can buy gifts when it's, Valentine's Day or whatever. Hey, what are you looking at? And a lot of little shops and restaurants. Oh, this place is good. They have such good pastry here and cakes. And they got a Mexican restaurant over there. This place is called Nuevo Mundo. And even the building, because they got apartment buildings right above it. And if you want the ATM machine, they got 5 ATMs here. Just don't try to use it in the dark at night. Even though they got security here, they got 2 armed security guards there, or 3 patrolling, and all of that. So let's show you a little more, and we'll call it the day. But you have to be careful, because in this area there's a neighborhood called La Iguana, which is like 10 blocks down that way on the canalization called Iguana, and that is a very low-income neighborhood, has been for years. And sometimes, once in a blue moon, they do come around here looking for somebody to rob. So you have to be careful. But it's once in a while. It doesn't really happen that much these days, from the intel I got from friends that live here and have been here for like 25, 30 years. That's where we just came from. Nuevo Mundo, New World. And they have security guards with guns. Now this place is called Plaza Limonad. Plaza de Limonad. This is a very old gated community, as you can tell by the balconies and basically non-existent with those tubes. And they're cheaper to rent or buy because they're really old. They're like 45 years old, somewhere in that ballpark figure. If you're into fitness and going to the gym, you can buy stuff here. They have protein shakes and everything, and things for you to buy to take home and make your own shakes. I got a Farmo Todo here. It's a chain of pharmacies that even sell some food items and all. There's a Smart Fit gym, the ones you see in Mexico City and other parts of Latin America. It's an international chain. On the second floor there, you can see right there, Smart Fit. This whole community here, this is new, very new, like only less than 3 years old. And my friend, he doesn't like being on camera. Oh, those apartments are going up. And they're like 2-story apartments, I guess, for each floor or for each apartment. And they're still building the other stuff, and the Iguana canalization is over there. Cerro El Volador, if you want to go there on the weekend in the morning and with friends and jogging up the mountain and then go around there. They got a nice view from up there. I used to take my dogs, and Gustavo's right here. He sells avocados and everything and bananas, but he doesn't like being on camera. He's been doing this for 30 years here, and he told me it's pretty safe in general the other day. So yeah, and they got good restaurants here. I'm about to end this, keep it under 16 minutes, sweet 16. So like this is kind of like a bar kind of thing. So you got the tables here for the Friday night, because today is Friday. They got a Da Vivienda bank ATM here. They got an Il Forno restaurant. I have shown this in a previous video, in one of my previous videos in the last month or so, month and a half, 2 months, whatever. Italian food. And they got another restaurant here, Moccata Gelato right there. Grill Station Burger. El Corral, that's a burger place. A sushi market. and a Domino's pizza, and something else called papas, like potatoes, papamundi. If you have a vehicle and everything, you can always get it serviced over here. And those apartments are not ready yet. They're just finishing up that building. So this is all Los Colores. And you got a 24-hour bakery there. And there's another one on the corner over there on the other corner now. They're starting to pop up here where they sell chicken as well. So yeah, there you go, Smart Fit if you want to do exercise. You got Domino's Pizza if you're a Domino's freak, or Papa John's like I showed you earlier in the video. And they got these little mom and pop restaurants around here, hole in the walls. And you got these other older buildings over there, but I'm not going to show them to you. But if you're interested, you can always contact me, and you can get them. Maybe if they're selling something cheaper, but they're only about 5 stories high and no elevator. So right across the street, that's what I told you, one of those restaurants in Mari. If you ever want Mari here, she's selling fruit and veggies all the time. She's a very nice, not veggies, just fruit stuff, salpicones. She's a very nice lady. You're very nice, right? Muy buena gente.
Demasiada.
She says, way too nice. Demasiada. I've known her for years, la conozco hace años. You can always find her here. ¿De qué horas a qué horas es que estás aquí normalmente?
De las 7 hasta las 2.
7 a 2, todos los días. Ah, no, de lunes a sábado.
De lunes a sábado.
De lunes a sábado. Monday through Saturday, 7 to 2 in the afternoon she's here. If you want coffee, café, o también té, o café apenas.
Café, aromática.
Oh yeah, so aromatic. ¿Qué es este sabor?
Frutos rojos.
Oh, red fruit, and salpicón, or bananas, or if you want a little papaya. ¿Cómo es que vende eso normalmente?
3,500.
3,500.
Papaya, piña.
Pineapple, papaya. Papaya. It's like under $1.
Tinto.
Coffee. ¿Cuánto vale el tinto?
1,300.
1,300 pesos. It's not even 50 cents. It's like 40 cents. 40, no? Like 35 cents. Orange juice. ¿Cómo vende el jugo naranja? 4,500. So it's $1 and like 15 cents. 4,500. Ah, bueno, gracias, Mari. She's a very nice person. Mari, la quiero mucho. Ciao. So much for 616. Mari is a cool person right across the street from that thing, and across the street from Plimax, and the gym is right over here. And she told me in all the years she's been working here, and I've known her for many years, even before I came to live here for a while, that she has never been robbed. And the other lady that was sitting next to her just said, don't give papaya. That means just don't expose yourself to being robbed, like I told the story. So that's it. There's more to see here, but I wanted to keep this under 16, and that's all. Ready 17 minutes and something. So until next time, catch you on the rebound.